Hey friends, Chubby Meeple here, ready to talk to you about a great little family game from Stronghold Games designed by Friedman Fries. That game is called Fabled Fruit. It's a fun little family game, ages 8 and up. Let's jump to the table, give you a really quick run through of the gameplay, and you can decide if it looks like something you might want to dig a little deeper into. Let's check it out. Fabled Fruit is a 2 to 5 player Fable game, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and up, designed by Friedman Fries and published by Stronghold Games. Fable game, it's essentially a legacy game where you're not destroying any components. No stickers, no tearing up of cards, but the gameplay changes over time. So as you're playing and progressing through the game, you're going to be unlocking new locations from the location stack that will be added to the table, which gives you more complex gameplay, some more complex rules. But the nice thing about it is you save the game, you bag up what you have on the table in its own separate little baggie so that you can come back and set it right back up to start over. So there's no component destruction, so you can easily reset and start back from the beginning at any time. So to set up a game of Fabled Fruit, every person is going to take one of the animal characters. So maybe I want to be the little yellow giraffe, and I'll also take the cardboard punch out just to remind me which character I am. We'll set up for a 3-player game, so we'll have the elephant go there. We'll set the penguin off to the side here. These 3 people that aren't being used, the sheep, the snake, and the turtle, can go away. And all of these components you see here, the fruit cardboard punch-outs, the little monkey thief token, these will all be used later. These all come into play with later locations that come out. So these can all be, for your first game, removed as well. So you're not dealing with those. You'll also deal 2 fruit cards to each player. So everyone's going to have 2 cards that get dealt out to them. And then with the first player, I will simply take, when it's my turn, I simply take my giraffe, I place them on a location, and I do what the location says. In this case, it says to draw 2 fruits, and we'll take a closer look at these cards. The cards all have little cute animal print. It's got an action at the top. It's got a Fabled Fruit recipe at the bottom, or Fabled Juice recipe. So in this case, this particular juice needs 3 pineapple fruit cards as well as a wild, which is what the little smoothie indicator is. And they're also numbered. You see the number 1 in the upper left-hand corner. The locations are numbered 1 through 59, so there's a lot of locations. And you actually have 4 of each location, and then 8 of location 59. So what's going to happen? So I moved my little guy on here. I get to draw 2 fruit cards and add them to my hand. My turn is now over. So from there, what's going to happen is the penguin will take his turn. He's going to go here. He gets to offer 1 fruit to everyone, so he gets to follow along with that instruction. You have the giraffe. He's going to exchange 1 banana for 2 fruits, so he's going to turn a banana from his hand in. He's going to get 2 fruits from the top. And then it comes back to me, and I'm going to move my giraffe over here to location 3. Now, instead of taking the action, I have the option of spending the fruit at the bottom and making this fabled juice, because the object of the game is to get the fabled juices before anyone else does. So this particular juice is going to cost 3 grapes and a wild, which is and a smoothie, which is a wild. So I have my 3 grape cards, and I'll just throw a strawberry out there as well. So these cards get discarded, and I take the top location card from location 3, and I flip it down face down in front of me, so that I now have 1 of the fabled juices. In a 3-player game like we're looking at here, the winner will be the first person to purchase 4 of these fabled juices, so it can go pretty quickly. A 2-player game, you would need 5, and then for a 4 or 5-player game, the winner is the first to buy 3 fabled juices. So it goes around the table pretty quickly. Now that I've bought a fabled juice, the next location actually comes out. So I take the top card from the location deck, and I place it in its own pile. In this case, location 7 is not already on the board, so it starts its own pile. Now, if it goes around, let's say the elephant player moves down here, and he purchases this particular fabled juice, another location comes out. Location 7's already on the board, so it simply gets added to the stack. So you will always have 24 cards that you can move between. Sometimes it may be 6 piles of 4, like you start the game. Sometimes you could have 8 or 9 different piles out here, but there will always be a total of 24 cards, so that when you're ready to pause the game and save your progress, you simply take all of the cards, stack them up in numerical order. Again, you're only going to have 24 of them. You bag those up so that they're fine. You also bag up any fabled juices that have been purchased separately, so these no longer show up in the next game. Those locations are now gone. And then you can reset the next time and start over. So the Fable version of being able to reset the game, kind of save your progress and restart, is fantastic in this.